if you're a dad out there, with your kid and, he's pitching sometimes and he's throwing, 50% strike percentage, and you say, hey, well, we know we need to get to 60, or ideally we'd get to 65%. All that means is we need more practice. So we just go out there an extra time or two a week, right? It's not complicated. But once you see that they get to that average of 65%, sometimes they'll throw 70% or 72%, and some of their days they'll throw 61 or 62. But once their average comes to 65 or 66, then you can be like, hey, you know what? We've gotten you kind of right where we need to be. Nolan Ryan's lifetime percentage was 65%, right? So like there's a lot of these bellwether numbers in our head that we sort of, those are the mile markers and the milestones that we put out there to say, this is what our ultimate goal to achieve is. And so I put all those statistics in the book about, exactly how the kids performed in the different games and over the course of the season, because that way everybody can understand it. Everybody can measure their own performance against it. And then, like I said, they can set goals for themselves and say, hey, we know this is achievable. And so let's work our butts off to get to this next level. And if your kid's currently batting 250, well, let's work really hard and let's have maybe a 280 goal for the remainder of the season, right? And then next year we'll maybe take it up to 300 or 320, and we'll just slowly stair step them, right? I mean, I tell everybody this is not a short-term game, right? This is a long-term process. If your kid's decent at 7 years old from Little League and a whole lot of energy and development for the next 5 years, they can absolutely be batting over 400, average by the time they're 12 years old. Takes 5 years to do it, though. I mean, they might be doing it by 10 and a half or 11, depending on how much practice you put into it. But you can absolutely measure that over time, and especially with the technological tools that are available these days. I mean, we all love Game Changer because it gives you, everything they did all the time. So all these cool tools exist. But yeah, so I wrote the book, put all the stats in there, and it's like, I said, here's how we did it. It's a great keepsake for the community. Lets everybody know, obviously, I mean, it's a history-making thing, right? I mean, there's only, we were the 28th team from Texas to make it to the Little League World Series in 75 years. And so, it's something pretty historic. It's now a written record. We've got all the stats, hopefully to give everybody else the inspiration to, we can do the same thing with our kids. Let's just get after it and put a plan together and execute.
Yeah.